Okay, guys, I'm live. This is Bryan, the Botanist. I'm here for some updates for Sneaker Impact News. How's everyone doing today after Memorial Day? I'm trying out some different equipment today. I got a wireless mic on right now, so let me know how my audio is. I'm going to give you guys a couple updates today on some projects we have going on here. My friend Hadi is checking the audio for me and going to give me a thumbs up once he can. And I will commence with the news. So how's the audio? Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Audio test good, Hadi? Check, check. Sneaker Impact News. Got a couple of viewers. Can someone give me a thumbs up on my audio? Using my Rode mic. Okay, I got a thumbs up from Hadi. All right, we're good, guys. We're Gucci. All right, let's do this. So yeah, guys, Sneaker Impact. We have a couple of podcasts coming up for you. Tomorrow, I'm going to be interviewing Ramon, a.k.a. Ray Guzman from PR Sneaks. So Ray Guzman will be on tomorrow's podcast tomorrow night at 5:30 p.m. I'll be doing an interview with him, and I'll get that up this weekend for you guys. And we interviewed and met with Arthur Alexander last week, published that interview. It's Late Night Menu Crew. So that's our newest episode right now. Episode 13 of Sneaker Impact News is up. We have a couple other guests coming up after PR Sneaks. We have next week, we have Luis Valenzuela from the Miami Shoe Museum is going to be on the podcast. We also have a couple of our partners. Who else do we have? Run Little Havana is coming on the 18th of June. The two co-founders, Leticia and David Vargas, are going to be on the podcast. And if any of you want to be on or want to refer or recommend someone to us, please send us a message or me an email or a message on Instagram. Send our sneaker.impact Instagram page an Instagram request, or send us a DM if you'd like to be on Sneaker Impact News. We would love to feature your story. So what else is going on at Sneaker Impact? A lot. We're keeping very busy here. Many of our partners are requesting our boxes on a daily basis. You know, we're shipping out 2 or 3 cases at a time. You know, a case is 8 boxes. Some of our partners want 2 or 3 cases at a time, which is 16 to 24 boxes, because they're sending us in some cases like 5 boxes a week. You know, sometimes even more. Some partners have 5 to 10 stores and they're sending us 10 cases a week or 10 boxes a week. You know, so we're getting just a tremendous amount of shoes, a great feedback from the community. Everyone's getting involved and excited. We just put an educational proposal in for the running event in Austin, which is in November of 2024. We'll be going to Austin Convention Center for our 3rd year in a row at the running event, which is the largest industry event for the running industry each year. It's a conference, it's a trade show. It's closed to the public, but it gets about 3,000 to 4,000 people from the industry. Every shoe brand and every running company is there. Sneaker Impact is always a big part of it. And this year, in 2024, our founder, Mo Hachem, is going to be a presenter for the educational programming. We put in a proposal for him today. He's going to be talking about how social responsibility and sustainability can increase your stores and your brand and the planet's health, and also its vitality, its success, how much more customers believe in you and want to get involved, customer loyalty, customer confidence, sales. Everything increases through being a more socially responsible company and being environmentally sustainable and doing good things in your community. So today I also wanted to give you a little highlight and preview of something near and dear to my heart that I'm working on. I am going to be releasing a special episode of Sneaker Impact News in the coming days. It will be up by Monday, and it's going to be a polished episode of me, yours truly, Bryan the Botanist, talking about the local efforts of Sneaker Impact, the things we're doing in Miami, in our local community, in Little River, in Little Haiti, where we have our office, the success stories of our employees and our business partners, people who have been former employees that are now running their own business through Sneaker Impact, through creating a second life and opportunity for these shoes to create income for people in developing countries, in communities of need. We're getting these shoes, instead of going to the landfill in the ocean, they're going to marketplaces around the world in over 20 countries. We're going to feature some of those success stories. Locally, business owners are getting involved in creating a business that can be also carried on in other countries like Haiti and Honduras, the countries we work the closest with in Latin America. Haiti and Honduras are our number 1 and 2 countries. We're also very active in South America. Our founder just got back from Chile. He was in Chile, Bolivia, Peru, down there meeting with many of his business partners, and they are providing a solution to a shoe that no longer has a need in the US. And this is for many reasons important. But we're going to talk about that, why it's so important that, there's so many shoes in the US. People have so many shoes. Other people in other countries don't have any shoes, or they only have one pair of shoes. So, shoes that you never wear in your closet for a year, shoes that you didn't like because they didn't fit good, they didn't feel good, they weren't your favorite color. You wouldn't believe how many shoes people have. You probably do, because if you know someone who likes shoes, or I'm sorry, it could be a guy, it could be a girl, it could more likely be a woman, because we know the woman's closet might have a couple more shoes than a guy's closet, but maybe not. Maybe in Bryan the Botanist closet, because he's a runner, maybe he has 20 pairs of running shoes. So I went through my closet when I started with Sneaker Impact, and my garage, and my wherever you store your shoes, and my storage unit, and I donated a bunch of shoes right away to Sneaker Impact that I hadn't worn in years, that I was holding on to, that had memories. But you know what? They can go on to live a second life. 90% of the shoes, guys, in the world that we have, that we receive, get a second life. We can repair, we can clean, we can deodorize. It's amazing. So we're going to feature some of that behind the scenes work. We're going to show you the people stitching up the shoes locally and overseas. But more than anything, what I want to share is some of the amazing things Sneaker Impact is doing to help the local community. Because I don't think enough of a spotlight is getting shined yet on our local efforts, because we're known as a company that sends a lot of our shoes, or all of our shoes, overseas. But when it comes to the local community, we care so much, and it shows. We're at events every weekend and throughout the week. Our founder just got back from Miami-Dade College from a fashion show, a sustainability fashion show that Sneaker Impact was lucky to be an amazing part of, because we got to design the mannequins that were used and displayed. We made mannequins and busts out of recycled shoes. So I'll show you some photos of that. It's incredible. I got to give a shout out to Paul, one of the employees at Sneaker Impact. Paul is part of the grinding program, and Mo, our founder, and Paul have been working together, and Freddie, and they got these mannequins made that are used by fashion show people. And the mannequins and the bust, the bust meaning it's like the torso of, it's just a torso, right? And it's on like a pole, and you can hang clothing on it. So they made like 3 of those, and they're really cool. I'll show you some of those photos. I'll show you the catwalk. We also have been involved with a couple of local high schools and elementary schools in getting shoes to people that need them in the community. So a big story that I'm going to feature on the upcoming podcast about local efforts is going to be Miami-Jackson Senior High School and their track team. We met them at the Miami Marathon, and in a nutshell, I met one of the parents, and they said that some of the kids there are just really having trouble getting a nice pair of shoes onto their feet for track season, cross country. It's an inner city school, and they don't have all the economic, opportunities. They don't have necessarily, the opportunity that kids sometimes have to get a brand new pair of shoes every year. They don't even have a pair of shoes really for training in or racing in sometimes. So we got a list of shoe sizes from the coach, Coach Maurice. Shout out to Maurice, Coach Maurice at the Jackson Senior High School in Miami. He gave us a list of the men and the women on the team. These are high schoolers. There's about 20 girls and 20 boys. And we got their shoe size, and we were able to get every single runner a pair of shoes. In some cases, they're a track spike, and in other cases, they're a training flat. But in either case, they're a real running shoe in great condition, some nearly brand new, some brand new. We got some spikes. We got them some incredible shoes. We took photos. They sent us a photo of the team, a team photo. I'm going to share it with you guys. And just, that's just one example. I mean, every single person who works for Sneaker Impact, I can say there's probably 30 to 40 employees of Coastal Export and Sneaker Impact combined. Coastal Export having more because they're the export company and they are working just around the clock, and Sneaker Impact is a startup under Coastal Export, and so there's not as many employees, maybe 3 or 4, but out of all the employees here, it's a beehive of 30 people a day here, and our founder and his family that he works with, this is a family-owned, locally owned business. Everyone has stories. I have a couple cool stories, but everyone has a story, so I'm going to share the stories of some of the employees here, of the founder's family, of the people he works with and that I work with. When I can share their stories with you, I will, because we're doing a lot locally. We're going to Earth Day events. We're going to universities. We've gone in the last year to Florida Atlantic University, Florida International University, FIU, the University of Miami, Miami-Dade College, St. Thomas. The list goes on. That's probably only a third of the list. We're going to universities every month to get involved with the students. The students are getting involved with us. I have my high school cross-country team. Shout out to the Hebrew Academy in Miami Beach. They want to wear the Sneaker Impact shirt that says donate your sneakers or recycle your shoes today, your running shoes, with Sneaker Impact. Go to sneakerimpact.com. They want to wear a billboard while they're running because they want to help do good in the world. And so many people want to help locally. The Temple Beth Shalom in Miami Beach, I went and visited them 2 weeks ago. They're going to be another success story. The last 2 years, their first grade class has been collecting shoes, first through fifth grade, some of their classes, and they've collected several boxes of shoes. And I went out there the last 2 years. I went out there last week or 2 weeks ago, and I went out there a year ago to meet with the kids and chat with them about recycling and sustainability and to show them what we do with the end-of-life shoes, to show them how a shoe gets repaired, how much of a difference they're making in the world. They're fundraising, they're collecting shoes, because they do so many good things for the environment. They also are a charter school, I believe, Temple. It's called the Innovative School of Technology and Innovation at Temple Beth Shalom in Miami Beach. And they are doing things to also clean up the ocean and to clean up the beach and to clean up the rivers. And they're helping with the coral reefs and everything. They're just a really beautiful school. So shout out to Temple Beth Shalom, shout out to Hebrew Academy, shout out to Jackson Senior High. There's one other example I want to give you guys before I let you go today, but we're going to come up with more and more content for the news. I'll use my green screen over there. Right now it's just me today using my iPhone and this wireless mic, but our founder is going to have some interviews coming up for you guys in the coming days. We also, this is like super, super top secret, but in the next month or so, we're going to have one of the most, I don't want to say a name right now because I haven't been given authorization, but we're having one of the most important people in the entire city of Miami in our studio in the next month. It's going to blow your mind, guys. And I'm not going to be interviewing them. I'm just going to let you know. We have a very, very, very high-powered, important connection in the city of Miami coming in here, and some other very exciting corporate partners that I may get the opportunity to interview myself that I can't give you guys the names yet because we have to, make sure first that we get there okay. But we have been working very hard behind the scenes to get some interviews for you guys with some of the most people that are really getting involved in the recycling and waste industries and the running industry, because this is all about how is the running community and the recycling community coming together, and the biking community and the fitness community and the gym community and the universities. All of these different fitness-minded, doing good-minded people and organizations getting together. Some are nonprofits. Some are like Miami River Keepers or Miami Water Keepers. Also, Clean Miami Beach. We're going to be interviewing the founder, Sophie Rangel, in the next week or two. So shout out to Clean Miami Beach. They're huge. I'm such a big fan of them and Debris-Free Oceans and all of these great local nonprofits like Miami Water Keepers. And I wanted to let you guys know, this is what I was trying to remember, that I personally started a river cleanup, and I want to give it a shout out because Sneaker Impact's getting behind it. And it's once a month, and you can find it on partyful.com or if you reach out to me, Bryan the Botanist, through my Instagram, send me a DM, I'll invite you. I've posted it on my Instagram in the past. We do a once a month river cleanup in Little Haiti / Little River of the Little River, which is blocks from our office right here where I am right now. 3 blocks away from us, the river crosses underneath a bridge on 82nd Street. And on 82nd and 79th Street bridges are where we are going under, and our office is located at 75th Street, so it's about four blocks away. One of the areas where the river, it's a very curvy river. It comes in off the Biscayne Bay and it goes all the way deep into Miami. It goes like 10 miles or 20 miles. It goes all the way to the Everglades. It's called Little River. There's also the Miami River, which is much bigger. But Little River is very important, and there's a lot of manatees that live in it. So once a month, we're launching kayaks and paddleboards from Manatee Bend Park on 79th Street and Biscayne Boulevard. Very easy to find. Go to Google and type in Manatee Bend Park. Otherwise, you can find my socials, and I'm posting it regularly on there. Our next meetup is going to be the last Saturday of June. I don't have the date right in front of me, but I believe it's the 22nd of June, Saturday, June 22nd. We did it last month on the 20th, and we did the first one on Earth Day, which was the 22nd. My goal is to do it on the 3rd Saturday of every month, but this month I'll be in Wisconsin visiting my family on the 3rd Saturday of the month. And next week I was going to do it, but the 2nd Saturday, but basically I'm recovering from a foot surgery. So you haven't seen me out in the running communities much lately and running and doing my marathons because I had Achilles surgery 6 weeks ago, 6 weeks and 2 days. I had surgery on my foot, and it was a very, very important surgery. I couldn't walk without the surgery. So I'm back to walking. But I can't do much more right now besides walk and do very carefully river cleanup. But I was advised today and in the last week by my doctor and by several other people that care about me that I need to organize the river cleanup and lead it, but that I can't actually be doing all of the cleanup myself, because the last couple cleanups, we had like 3 people there, including myself, and I did way too much, and I was in severe pain for days. So guys, we need your help. There's like 30 manatees, there's 4 crocodiles, there's baby sharks, there's birds. It's so cool. There's lots of fish. You don't have to have a paddleboard, but if you do want to go out on a paddleboard, we have 3 paddleboards. We have trash cans. We have garbage bags. We have pickers, professional pickers, the ones that you pull the handle and it's like a 5-foot picker. They're not quite 5 feet. They're about 3 feet. But you get the point. We're trying to provide some materials. I'm providing gloves for everyone. ASICS and Low Impact Alliance gave us 20 pairs of gloves. They gave me a couple of rolls of garbage bags. Some of the garbage bags are even compostable. They gave me a digital scale. And then I got the pickers. We're buying pickers online. And by the way, don't buy the cheap ones at the dollar store. We did that, and they broke within 5 or 10 minutes, which just becomes more trash. Literally, we were just doing normal trash pickup with them and just squeezing the thing. It broke within 5 minutes, which was sad. But, you know, my friend had a really nice one that he must have spent $10 to $20 on online. And you might be able to buy them at a local hardware store. I don't know, local Home Depot. But the dollar store ones break too quickly. Buy the nice one. It'll last for years. You can go around your neighborhood and pick up trash. And that's what Sneaker Impact is all about, is not just recycling, but also getting involved in the community. So I took the initiative to create the Little River Monthly Cleanup. And we're going to have a logo that's going to be half manatee and half crocodile, because there's 4 American crocodiles that live in the river in the stretch we work in, but they're not dangerous. I've actually seen them. You don't want to go too close to them, but they're not even that active. You know, they mainly come out once in a while to sun on the shoreline, but we will always work in groups. We approach from the street. There's so much traffic in these areas. It's sad how much trash is going in the river. We collected 45 pounds of trash 2 weeks ago from paddleboards. Plus, I got 3 grocery carts out of the water, and I'm very proud of that because we didn't get it on video. We got a couple photos. But I lifted the first one out of the river onto the grass, and it was a flat area. So I literally just, the thing had been in the river for like 2 or 3 years. It was green. It was disgusting. It was turning into just a rusted mess in the river. I got off my paddleboard into hip deep water, lifted this giant grocery cart out and put it on the shoreline. My friends are all like, oh my God, that's crazy, because they wouldn't do it. I'm not trying to toot my horn, but I was like, I'm doing it. And they were proud of me and they were clapping me on. And then I saw 2 other garbage carts, trash, what do they call them? Grocery carts in the river, but they were halfway in the river, and it was a super steep bank. So I'll show you a photo in the Local Efforts podcast of me yanking these 2 grocery carts up, shopping carts, up a steep bank with a bad foot. I'm like literally like crawling up a really steep dirt slope that I was like sliding down, sliding up, pulling this like 100-pound, 50-pound cart up it. We got him up to the street, or I got him up to the street. I'm not trying to toot my horn. My friends got a picture of it. And I was just like, please take a photo so people at home know that we're out here pulling garbage and shopping carts. Guys, you know the things you push through the grocery store? They're ending up in our rivers. And so are shoes, and so are plastic water bottles, and so are all types of alcohol and cigarette smoking things and to-go lunches and styrofoam and this and that, and it's terrible, and it broke my heart. It's in our backyard. I live a half a mile away on 83rd Street, and we're cleaning this stretch of Little River that's in our backyard, and we're going to create a logo. We're going to have a tent. We're going to have the proper way to do it. Everyone's going to have buckets and trash cans and pickers and gloves, and we're going to work in groups. We're not going to disturb the crocodiles. They're there chilling. They don't attack the manatees. They don't attack the sharks. Are fine. They're young sharks that are growing up in the river. We need to clean up this river so that the sharks and the manatees and the crocodiles and the birds are not eating all this trash that's floating down it, and it's heartbreaking. So guys, just please, if you can get involved, it would mean the world to us and me. And that's about it. I just wanted to catch you guys up with what we're up to lately. We're trying to get involved in the community, and the way I'm going to close this is one of my friends who I mentioned to that I felt frustrated because I don't think people understand how much we're doing locally because they just hear about us shipping shoes overseas. But that's doing a tremendous benefit to the world. But locally in Miami, it means so much to us, our environment and the people of Miami. If you know of a problem and you need help, please reach out to Sneaker Impact and myself, and we will do our best to help. Whether it's someone that needs a pair of shoes in the community, whether it's a high school that wants to get involved, whether it's a nonprofit that wants to team up, or whether it's a problem in the community, whether it's an area that got trashed that needs some love, just like the Little River that might have been forgotten about, but it's a gem, or whether it's just where you live and you want to get involved and you want to know what you can do, reach out, join our team. We want to help in the community, so please let us know, identify areas of need, reach out to us, and we will always do our best to help. So guys, I just wanted to reach out today because I haven't done a live in a while. I've mainly been doing produced segments of Sneaker Impact News. Expect more of those. Let me know also what you'd like to learn about Sneaker Impact. I'll take you behind the scenes here so you can meet the people who are helping to sort the shoes and clean the shoes and ship the shoes and receive them. And you can see the process yourself of how the shoes are received here. We receive over 40,000 shoes a day. It's truly tremendous. If you ever want and come and see what we're up to, we do some behind the scenes tours, but we're not open to the public. But if you schedule an appointment with us, we can meet with you and give you a little behind the scenes. But anyways, we're a business guys over here in Little Haiti, Little River, working our butts off, and I just wanted to get some more of the good news out about Sneaker Impact. And please, share our page and like our videos if you can, and subscribe if you haven't already to our YouTube channel. We're doing our best to grow it. And please follow us on Instagram as well, where we have a huge community of over 11,000 people. Shout out to Lisa, our social media manager, who just had a baby today. There's so much going on at Sneaker Impact, literally, and we have such a tremendous family here of so many cool people that are all working together to build this amazing brand. All right, guys, that's enough of me today. I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you, everyone who joined, and I hope you're all having a great week. Keep recycling and getting involved in your community and doing good. And go to sneakerimpact.com if you need to recycle some shoes today. If you have any that you want to request a bag, that we'll ship it to you, and you can send us back your shoes in a free mailer bag. All right, guys, thank you so much.